What's poppin', everybody? Zalvin Palantir to give you guys the review of Bleach Chapter 573. Have not actually done a Bleach review in a long ass time, but here you go. This is my Bleach review. Now here I'm gonna go ahead. I enjoyed the chapter, but let me just say something, a little bit of something about Kubo and how he's been doing his chapters lately. All right, Kubo has been putting so little content in these chapters that I am just, oh man. I mean, okay. Let me get something straight real quick. This is not a flaw. It's not a flaw as much as it's my personal distaste for how he's doing his chapters, which is making it a real pain to read weekly. It's kind of sort of the same thing people are saying about One Piece, but the thing I can say about One Piece that I can't say for Bleach is that in One Piece, we're actually getting progression of the story. Like a little bit of, it's meaningful progression, but a lot of progression needs to be done. In Bleach, not too much progression needs to be done. I mean, what are we looking forward to? It's just a fight. That's all it is. We're just looking forward to the fight between. All right, last week Kenpachi Zaraki arrived on the scene. This week, if we were to have a sort of a prediction from last week to this week, it would be that Kenpachi Zaraki is gonna fight this kid. And we already know they're gonna fight. We already fucking know that. So why do we need a whole chapter dedicated to this dude? Literally, the whole chapter could be summed up in a sentence. All right, this whole chapter can be summed up in a sentence. But let me get into the actual chapter. Basically, what happened in this chapter were I believe you could divide it into three things. I guess if you really want to, you can divide it into three separate points. All right. The first point was Kenpachi's confrontation with Isane, who was Unohana's vice captain, and she basically asked Kenpachi, "Oh, is she dead?" And he's like, "Yes." And Isane, of course, she's not happy. She's not sad. She's just kind of surprised, and then she sort of swallows it real quick. She's really quick. It's just like, all right, whatever. As long as you inherited what you were supposed to inherit from her, I'm fine. So that was that part of the chapter. Real quick, again, it only took a panel. It only took a panel. The next thing was really fucking weird to me, but I understood it. It was Kubo. A lot of people might not have understood this, but the Stern Ritter V, his power is the power of imagination. He says that he believes that he's the strongest Stern Ritter. Keyword believes. It's I don't think it's a part of his power, but it's the way he thinks. His power, his ability is imagination. He's sort of imagining that he's the strongest Stern Ritter. He's not actually the strongest Stern Ritter. He claims to be, but I think it's just. I think it's gonna tie into his power. I do think it's gonna tie into his power. Him saying that he believes he's the strongest Stern Ritter, but he's obviously not the fucking strongest. He's Stern Ritter V. Okay, he's Stern Ritter V. I'm not gonna lie, his power's hacks, but I really don't think he is the strongest Stern Ritter, or anywhere close to the strongest Stern Ritter, actually. And my prediction is Zaraki's gonna whack this dude real quick and get on to a better opponent. I mean, how much time can Kenpachi Zaraki be wasting with Stern Ritter V? Please do not make this into a long battle, Kubo. Make him whack this dude real quick and then move on to a good battle. Wait, but even oh gosh, this is like a real predicament, because even then, if this dude gets killed like in a snap, it'll be like, well, we just wasted this chapter that came out today. But yeah, the third part of this chapter was just Kenpachi Zaraki pretty much doing exactly what he did last chapter, which is it's a panel with him on it, an epic panel, or it's supposed to be an epic panel. And he's on the scene and he says his epic quote. And that's all it was, really. That's all this chapter was. It's more Kenpachi Zaraki hype. Alright? Kubo's trying to hype this dude up. We had one hype chapter last week, another hype chapter this week. Let's get to the fight and let's see what Kenpachi Zaraki can do. I'm pretty sure Kubo will deliver. Come on, when is Kubo not I'm making sure I'm not shooting my foot with this. Kubo usually delivers with fights. He usually delivers with fights. I'd say that's one of the strongest points of this series. But there you go, guys. That's my chapter review. Tell me if you guys liked the chapter, didn't like the chapter, or what. Subscribe, like, comment, the usual. Peace out, guys.